Welcome back to the channel, guys. A lot of you probably already know this, but in case you don't and you're new here, just finding the video, finding the channel, my name is Dustin Williams and this is the Tokyo Drift Evo. Yes, the actual Tokyo Drift Evo. It's got a long story, but this is the car that Universal got the rights to create all the movie cars that you guys saw in the Fast and Furious Tokyo Drift, and this was the one that started it all. And still to this day, when I make a video about this car, I still get questions on, is this the actual Tokyo Drift Evo? What is this? And just generally, how did I even stumble across it? So I figured today would be a perfect day to give you guys the entire story of one of the forgotten Fast and Furious cars, Tokyo Drift Evo. In this video, I show you guys how we found the car, even some interesting facts about where this car has been, what it was used for, and I even show you guys how we got this thing back up and running on the road after 15 plus years, which is just crazy. The story of this car really doesn't stop there because we've done so many amazing things and experiences with the car. We even shipped this all the way to Japan. So if you guys enjoy the entire story today, make sure to go back to the channel and check out all the awesome content that we did. Before we hop into the video, if you guys are new here, or if you just haven't yet, make sure you hit that subscribe button. We're trying to hit the 1 million subscriber mark, which would be so awesome. But this is gonna be a big, juicy one. Grab some popcorn, grab your favorite drink. Let's get into the entire story of the Tokyo Drift Evo. We are here at APR Performance today doing some very exciting stuff, and there's even a little surprise on the inside, which I am super stoked about. It's like a lifetime dream of mine to be able to see this. But if you guys don't know, APR Performance is one of the best aero and carbon fiber manufacturers of all time. I've been using them forever. I mean, Tim, you remember when we did like the first ever APR wing on the 2015 WRX? Yeah. It's been a long time since we've been using APR, and today we're actually going to be designing a wing for the 570S because we really need one for the track. And like I said, there's a little special surprise inside, right, Tim? Yeah. It's going to be super sick, so let's go ahead and head inside and show you guys what we got going on. We're in the official APR warehouse. This is my friend Chris, who's been helping me out through this entire process. So Chris, if you guys watching don't know, one of the most popular Evos, if not the most popular Evo in the entire world, is the Tokyo Drift Evo VIII, the APR Evo VIII. So you guys don't know, in their warehouse since 2006, APR has been storing the original Tokyo Drift Evo VIII in their warehouse, and the car hasn't ran since the movie, right? You guys went and did a few tours, and then when it came back, it hasn't ran since?
It ran a little bit, because they did have some track days,
right?
And photos and stuff like that. The last time it ran, it was before our Taiwan trip. Once I came back from Taiwan, that's when it stopped running.
Oh man, okay, so if you guys watched my original build on my Evo VIII when I first got the car, you guys know that number one, Evos are one of my favorite cars in the entire world, but number two, the Tokyo Drift Evo VIII was actually the car that got me into modifying cars. So seeing this right now, what you guys are about to see is a childhood dream of mine and an ultimate like just bucket list dream of me getting to see this thing in person. All right, I'm gonna shut up now and I'm gonna show you guys this masterpiece. Tim, what? Oh my god, dude. This is actually it. This is actually the car. Oh my god, this is insane. I cannot believe we are actually getting to see this car in person. The original OG Tokyo Drift Evo VIII. The car that, you guys remember my first ever Evo wrap, the car that I inspired my first ever, how crazy is that? My first ever Evo wrap was inspired by this car. And now it's in person. I had no idea that APR even had it until they told me once I hit them up about the 570S wing, they told me that they actually have this thing. Oh my God. All right, Chris.
Yes, sir.
I need information here. I'm so excited to actually get to see this thing Like, do you have like any history of the car and like how it like started and stuff like that?
We've done many builds even before this, like with S2000, G35, all kind of cars, and this was just one of our cars that, you know, Hollywood came to us for for their movie. This car itself, this car itself was a big part of promoting for the DVD release of Tokyo Drift. It's been to Europe. I think it went to Europe for like a year. It went to Taiwan. It went to Mexico City. Went all over the world. It was gone for a good while.
That is so wild, dude. And we're actually like getting to see this car in person when Han says, "The Red Evo's yours." Boom! This is it! What is even going on? So this car has traveled the world, helped promoted for Tokyo Drift. Like, this is insane. So if you guys don't know, when they film Fast and Furious, they don't just have one car. For the Evo, if I think I'm correct here, they had 8 different Evo VIIIs in the movie.
I believe it was like 10.
Oh, 10.
And 2 of them were right-hand drive.
2 of them were right-hand drive, and then the rest were just normal. This is so mind-blowing to me that I'm actually here right now. And this car is basically just like sad. It's just so sad. It's so sad. All right, let's check out. Can I open the door and sit in and stuff? Oh my God. Here we go. Hope I fit. This is the movie. I'm Tokyo Drift. This is me now. This is so cool, dude. Oh God. Okay. Oh. Holy crap, dude. I am sitting inside of the Tokyo Drift Evo VIII, Tim. All right, I think I am just gonna live in here now. So this is my new home. Get a sleeping bag. I'll just sleep in your warehouse from now on. Tiana, I'm not coming home. Oh my God.
Dude, this thing is so cool to see in person. I've literally only seen this in movies.
Just like the 350Z we just built, this is my favorite style of car, the 2000 Fast and Furious era style of car. Like the APR wide body on it. I don't know if you guys even noticed because of how subtle the wide body is on this, but this does have the APR wide body. Do you know how much wider it makes the car?
40 millimeters?
40 mil, yeah, around 40 mil. And it's molded so it looks even better. You guys will notice this from the actual movie as well, because all the APR cars that were in the movie actually had this wide body as well, which is super, super cool. Let's go ahead and check out the engine bay here. Oh my God, dude. Look at this thing. Is that the wastegate?
Yeah.
That's a big boy wastegate. It's a 2000 wastegate. So this has the HKS turbo kit on it?
Yes, sir.
Holy crap, dude. HKS turbo kit. We've got carbon fiber all inside. Ooh, super OG APR strut tower bar right there. There's just a lot going on in here right now. As you guys can see, no battery. This thing has just been dead for quite a while now. Oh, is this HKS? Yep, HKS intercooler piping, blow-off valve. I wonder if it sounds like my WRX, dude. This thing has like switches and stuff. I wonder what all of this was used for back in the day. I don't know. That's pretty crazy. Has a short shifter in here as well. This is really cool. Tim, I want to build another Evo, man.
Yeah, why not?
Should we build another Evo? Should we do another Evo project? Rebuild this? I don't know. Honestly, this is probably one of the craziest things to ever see in my entire life as far as like me loving cars go. Like to be able to see this car in person, like the car that personally got me into building cars and modifying cars in person from the movie, that is actually crazy. Makes me really, really want to build another Evo. Dang. This car's just been sitting. That's so sad. I have an idea. I want you to hear me out here.
Okay.
I might be a little bit crazy. Do you think they'd sell the Evo? Should I ask? Do I ask them? Maybe we'll ask them. I have a question. For real though. I do have a serious question. I know this car has been sitting like forever. Do you think that you guys would be willing to sell the car, or is that something that you guys are looking for?
It's not something we're looking for right now. I don't know. I'd have to ask. But
okay, yeah, that's fine. I just wanted to ask. Just let me know. I just wanted to ask. Throwing it out there, throwing it in the universe. If you guys ever really want to sell the Evo, I'm here. I'm here. But all right, rip to that idea too.
Yeah, I don't think they're gonna sell it.
Universe. You know what I'm saying?
You know those feelings, like those really overpowering feelings of excitement, yet you're scared? One of those where you probably shouldn't do it, but you have to do it for yourself. Seeing this Evo was one of those. Seeing my childhood hero forgotten about for over 10 years. This was a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, and I couldn't pass it up. This is the beginning of the revival. Oh my god! So, yeah, I don't even really know how to begin this video right now, but I mean, I'm guessing a lot of you guys already knew that this was gonna happen from the last video. I randomly made an offer to APR for their Evo VIII, and they said yes. First and foremost, I want to give a massive thank you to APR for actually selling me this car. Like you guys saw in the last video, this thing has been sitting since 2006 or whatever it was, and when I heard about it and when I first saw it just sitting in the warehouse, it hit me in the feels. You guys know that Evos are one of my favorite cars in this entire world, and this car right here was actually the car that got me into modifying cars in the whole JDM scene through Tokyo Drift. I feel like everything that we've been doing has led me to this point. It's come full circle, and now I'm getting to revive the car that even just got me into modifying cars. I don't know how to contain my excitement, and I don't know how to convey this on camera, but this is one of the craziest experiences and things that I'm ever getting to do in my entire life. Like, this is the car that got me into doing what I'm doing right now. That's insane. So obviously this is a dream come true. Never in a million years could I have ever thought that I would have the Tokyo Drift Evo VIII in my garage. Like, this is just mind-blowing, and I'm so excited. And I guess I should go and tell you guys that we are not going to be modifying this car. We are keeping this car as is. The whole point of this build and the whole point of me buying this car is to revive my childhood hero. This is like meeting a superstar actor or actress or someone that you've looked up to your entire life. Like, this is the thing for me. This car got me into what I'm doing and what I love every single day. And to see this thing sitting in the back of a warehouse since 2006 when they did the tour, like, it hit me in the feels. And I just made an offer to APR because I was curious, and
you know, almost jokingly making an offer because I never thought they'd ever sell it. And it turns out that they were actually interested in selling the car. So the whole purpose of this car is to revive it. Like I keep saying, the car hasn't ran. My goal for this car is to show you guys that this thing is still alive, this thing is still around, and we're gonna get this thing back up and running and try and modernize it a little bit. In just a bit, we're gonna go ahead and go through the entire car for you guys so you can see everything that's done to this car, every single little detail, because this thing is an actual time capsule from the 2000s. It is so sick. You guys watched us build the 350Z for the giveaway, the 2000s inspired build. Well, this is the actual car that has literally been stored since the 2000s, and I don't have words to explain any further than what I've already said. This is my life dream, my hero. It's in my garage, and I have a chance to revive it and you know, give it the love that it deserves. And I know that you guys are going to be very, very excited. And I don't want you to worry. This car is going to be kept in its original condition, just like it is right now, but it will be revived, it will be driven, and we are going to really enjoy this car. So I think that pretty much wraps up everything that I wanted to say. Once again, thank you APR for giving me this opportunity. Thank you guys for watching the videos and you know, staying up to date with everything that I'm doing. You guys are the reason that I'm able to be in this seat talking to you with this car right now, and I want to make you guys proud with this build, and I want to make myself proud with this build, and I want to make this car proud. So this is my dream, and this is the official start. Tim?
This is one of those jaw droppers that like you just sit here and
we looked at this thing for quite a while in disbelief that it's actually in the garage here, but
it's super cool, and I'm really excited to like bring it back to life.
Yeah, I mean Tim was with me 7-8 years ago when I first started YouTube, and Tim knows that Tokyo Drift was my favorite movie.
He used to watch it on replay, guys. Don't let him lie to you.
So I figured now that we actually have this thing in the garage, my heart's still racing. We have never, ever looked underneath this car. So I basically bought this car sight unseen. When I made the offer from APR, I literally seen this car with like an inch thick of dust on. I actually have old footage, so you guys can watch the old footage. I actually could touch the car and leave a streak of just dust. The exterior and the engine bay was pretty insane. So we really haven't seen this car at all. And this car is currently not running. So I bought it not running. And the goal is we're gonna bring this thing back to life. She's gonna run, she's gonna be on the track, we're gonna have some fun with this thing, and we are gonna revive my childhood hero. So first things first today, let's just go ahead and give you guys a general walkthrough of the exterior of the car, the interior of the car, then the engine bay, and then we're gonna move underneath, because me and Tim have a lot of work to do. Like our main priority right now is to get this car back and running, at least get it started. That way, if we get it started, we can start seeing if there's any leaks, what we need to change out, all of that stuff. So let's just go ahead and give him a walkthrough, Tim.
Yeah, let's do it.
I didn't know this. I thought it was wrapped, but the car is actually painted red. It's not a red wrap. It's actually painted red, but the livery on the side, obviously, you guys know it from the movie. It's super clean. The car does have the APR Widebody kit, which adds about 40 mil. It looks insane. It's all molded, so it's very, very clean, just like in the movie. One thing that is a little bit different from the movie, I am not a huge fan of the wheels, and they really don't match the same as the one that was in the movie. So me and Tim are currently trying to source out the wheels that were in the movie, and the G Games 99B raise wheels, which are completely discontinued from like 13 or something years ago. So we're currently trying to source those out, but if we don't, we're going to be in contact with Raise and try and get the closest possible thing to the wheels from the movie. And also the tires are rotted. This thing has been stationary for over 10 years. Tires are rotted, so we do have to do that. Let's come check it out. It's like so weird to me because I always want to say like Fast and Furious style car, but like I now have my own Fast and Furious car in the garage. That's insane. Like this is everything that I could have wanted. It looks amazing. Look at the gas cap. So since it has the wide body, they can no longer use the gas cap. Kind of like the Z. Check this out. Boom! Look at that! What? That's pretty sick, dude. That's a cool little feature. That's a cool little feature. Little Easter egg in the car. Should we show them what the Easter egg is, Tim?
Yeah.
Look at the Easter egg in the car. Don't know why it's there. Don't know who put it there, how long it's been there, but that's there.
A little Buddy Dorse in the back window.
That's so funny. So APR massive wing, one of the coolest things, the APR rear diffuser, carbon fiber, HKS exhaust. This car has HKS everything, HKS turbo, intercooler piping, exhaust. I don't really know what else. We're gonna put the car up and see what we can find. But yeah, that's pretty much the exterior of the car. It looks amazing. Okay, let's go ahead and move inside. So on the interior, this is actually super freaking rad. This is a full-on race car. It has been completely gutted front and rear, and then has the auto power roll cage in here as well with some Takata harnesses and 2 Recaro seats, 1 full containment. And I believe that this Recaro is actually pretty rare in that seat. That's a very like sought after seat, but I can't remember. Do you remember what that seat's called? No. But you know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
I'm sure you guys will mention it in the comments down below. I can't really recall what the seat's called, but yeah. Let's go ahead and hop in here. Oh God. Thankfully, I actually fit very snugly. I fit very snug. I think it's just, yeah, snugly is not a word. It's snug. So I actually fit really nice and snug inside this seat, so when we do put this thing on the track, it's gonna be nice. So, like I said, this thing is an absolute time capsule. It's all technology from the 2000s. You guys can see all of the analog gauges. Oh God, this guy falls out. Let's not do that. All the analog gauges. I'm not sure what any of these switches do, so this is a question. I'm guessing that it could be like ignition or fuel or something, right?
Or fake.
Or they could be fake, yes. But the guys there said that they might be real. See, this thing has been stationary for 10 plus years, so no one really knows. But here's the interior. This steering wheel has got to go. This thing's pretty nasty, and we'll get a nice new one in here, kind of liven her up a little bit. And then we have some analog gauges up here as well. But yeah, overall, I mean, this thing is actually really, really clean and very well done. I mean, the dash is in perfect condition. Coolest part about this car, Tim, can you hold the battery for me? Coolest thing about this car, okay, so we do have a small battery in there that we can power it up with. So everything works in here. But coolest part about this car, guys, if it'll focus in there, come on, focus. This car has 10,510 original miles. 10,510 original miles on an Evo VIII. This is a 2004 Evo VIII original miles. So I'll go ahead and, while we're here, I think, Tim, should I go ahead and show them how the car starts up? So good news here is the car does get power and it does crank. So check this out. But that's as far as we get. So we're gonna have to do some searching, we're gonna have to do some digging. We have no idea what could be wrong in there, but we are gonna be doing tons of maintenance and flushing everything, getting a new battery, all of that stuff. But yeah, I mean, everything works. I don't hear anything priming or anything when I flip these switches up, so not too sure about that. But like I was saying, the dash is super clean. We have all the door panels original, still in the car, which is absolutely freaking nuts. So, this is the interior. Let's move to the engine bay. Tim, bro, now for the engine bay, one of the coolest parts of this car. Like I told you guys, HKS everything. Okay guys, so we have the HKS turbo kit here, and as you can see, it is extremely, extremely old. Look at this wastegate, man. And it's all rusted. That's one thing that I'm a little bit worried about, since it is rusted. I don't know if it's gonna open and close properly like it's supposed to. All this stuff is really old. I mean, 10 plus years since this thing has had anything ran through it. But we have a Mizu radiator. I've never heard of this guy. Have you heard of Mizu?
Who?
Mizu?
No.
Yeah, never heard of this guy. We do have the HKS intercooler system with an HKS intake with the mesh. That's actually really cool, really old school.
That needs to come off.
Yeah, I heard it's not very good, but it's so cool that they have it, and they have this really awesome custom carbon fiber air box as well. I'm guessing this is the HKS boost controller right here, and then we have an ignition system right back here with the super old school APR strut tower bar, which you will probably never find. Woo! All right then. So yeah, our goal is just to really figure out if we can, when we start this thing, what's not gonna work. That's the goal here. So one thing that we have never ever seen before is the undercarriage.
Yes.
So we should lift the car up, check out the undercarriage. But yeah, I mean, if there's anything that you guys want to see more in depth of, let me know down in the comments. I'm more than happy to go in depth with anything that you guys want to see. But for now, our main priority is get this freaking thing running. But yeah, this is the engine bay. Let's lift her up. Oh yeah, pretty cool oil cooler too that I just found. So yeah, it has a bunch of like little really nice bits and goodies in here. So I'm curious to see what we have underneath the car. This is a monumental moment, Tim.
You're about to lift up this car in the garage.
Like, I'm expecting a clean underbody, because like 10,000 miles.
Dude, yeah, I mean, that's what I said. What can you expect from a car with 10,500 miles? That's crazy.
All I know is the pinch welds were like perfect. So
Oh,
it's like,
sick, okay.
all right.
Lift her up, brother. Holy crap, this is such a cool sight. She's good. Okay, well, we have a Catless downpipe. That's really cool.
Want me to log her in or no?
Yeah, lock her in. Catless downpipe, that's pretty sick. We have this freaking chassis mount, possibly APR. I mean, if I had to guess, I'd guess it's an APR
like it's
one.
like holding the exhaust.
Yeah, it looks like it right there. Holy
Test pipe
crap,
right
dude. Yeah, we got a nice test pipe. A little crusty. We might need some new gaskets
Yeah,
down
looks
here.
like the gasket's blown.
Oh my god, dude. Could you imagine trying to get these bolts out?
Oh.
We're gonna have a lot of fun with that. So we do have the TN suspension on here. We have coilovers, but very cool, they're all electronic. You can actually adjust the dampening and everything from the inside of the car. There's a little controller that you can adjust everything with. That's gonna be really cool on the track as well. We do have sway bars in the back. Oh, is this an upgraded LSD? Maybe? No? I don't know. I mean, the real test is just going to be driving this car, but I mean, like the undercarriage, as you guys can see, is extremely clean. There is zero rust. Zero rust under here. The cage is mounted properly from the bottom of the car as well. Like, this is just unbelievable. Like I said, time capsule.
I didn't notice it was carbon fiber.
Yeah, the HKS's exhaust comes like that, which is really cool. Dude, the first startup when we actually get this thing started up is going to be insane. I'm gonna cry. I will for sure cry. But yeah, here's the look at the undercarriage, guys. I'm really excited to see what it sounds like with the downpipe and the test pipe and everything. All right, you can see this too, intercooler piping. Guessing this is our oil lines right here.
Yeah, it's an HKS intercooler, it looks like.
A what?
HKS intercooler.
Yeah, it is an HKS intercooler. Got our oil lines, kind of like, what is this you think, Tim? It's kind of like yellow.
It's an oil relocation kit.
What is that though? The yellow.
Old oil.
Old oil, okay.
Yeah, we have to drain the oil though.
Oh, yeah.
If a car sits over, what, 3 months, you're supposed to change the oil.
Yeah.
So
I think really the only thing that we are gonna do when we start to work on this car is change the oil, drain the fuel.
Yeah, that's dust from them working on wings and stuff.
Yeah, oh yeah. This is what the entire car looked like, guys.
Yeah,
this was what on the
crusty.
entire car.
Like we'll look over like the spark plugs just to see if they're okay looking. We might just replace them just because they're old.
Yeah.
But mostly just getting the oil out and then drain the fuel tank because that gas has probably separated itself and
just gross.
It's probably gross. But then hopefully we can just start it and see if we see any leaks because when a motor sits very long, you have your rubber gaskets in there and they'll get hard. Mm-hmm. So they probably are dry rotted and they'll probably crack. So if we want to, maybe we can just do a valve cover too.
Yeah.
Because the valve cover is really the only one you really need to worry about right now. But yeah,
I mean, that sounds good to me. Just so you guys can get an overview of what the next build holds for us, this is gonna be it. I hope you guys are excited as us. Like I keep saying, this is a childhood dream. This is my childhood hero right here. And you guys are gonna get to watch us revive it and watch the whole thing. God. I'm literally living my own Fast and Furious reality right now. I don't even have words, Tim. This is the coolest thing I think I've ever seen. Evo on top, GTR on bottom.
Did you log it?
Nope.
we gotta do this at least one time. What is up, guys, and welcome back to the channel. This is going to be episode 1 of reviving the Tokyo Drift Evo VIII. And if you guys have watched the last couple of videos, we have a lot of work to do. So let me go and show you guys what we're working on today. There's a lot of unknowns with this car. So I think the car, what was it, Tim? Since like 2006 or 2009, the car's been sitting?
2006, the car's been sitting. 2007 was the last time the car was at an event, but they pushed it.
Ah, okay, makes sense. So it's been sitting for an extremely long time. That poses a bunch of problems for us. Now, we have no idea what the fuel tank looks like. It could be rusted inside the fuel tank. We have no idea what the oil's like, really anything. The car has original 10,500 miles on it, which is absolutely insane. It's super, super cool. Supposedly, there is some head work done, but they're not too sure what head work has been done to the engine. The car dynoed at like 425 horsepower, Tim. Is that what it was? 425, 450?
Yeah, that's around.
Somewhere in that range, but we're not too sure what kind of head work is done. So today, we're gonna be doing a ton of maintenance stuff. We have Sparko here to accompany and help us here. But we're gonna be doing a ton of maintenance stuff. We're gonna be pulling the spark plugs, pulling the injectors. This air filter in here is just so old and crusty, and it's one of those mesh ones. So these come with a lot of problems of the intake sucking in the mesh whenever it gets too soft. So we're gonna be pulling this guy off, and yeah, just overall doing a bunch of maintenance stuff and seeing what needs to be replaced with this car. What do you think? Are we gonna fix the car today? What do you think? Oh, yep.
Like when I was here, I was like, where are those?
I think Sparko's pretty optimistic about the outcome of the Evo, huh, buddy? Yep. First things first, I'm gonna go ahead and remove the spark plugs. Like Tim has been saying, the thing that poses the biggest threat is, you know, rusty and bad fuel. I mean, this thing's been sitting for so unbelievably long that there's really a lot of things that could go wrong here.
All right, in the comments, 1 to 10, how rusty is it going?
Okay, well, I guess we'll be able to tell once we actually pull the injectors.
Yeah, you'll probably might be able to see rust there. If we see rust, then
What?
he wants to help.
All spark plugs have been pulled. Surprisingly, these are actually, like, if you guys can see on camera, these are actually pretty nice. They look almost kind of new, but since the car is so old, even though these might still be good, I'd rather just replace everything that we possibly can. So here are the old spark plugs. Tim went ahead and took off the filter, and wait till you guys see this. Oh God. So number one, this is just crusty and asking for stuff to get inside the air intake. But when we flip it, check this out. Oh, dude.
It's already breaking apart.
It's already breaking apart, but there's just tons of, oh God. There's tons of oil inside the filter, and you guys can see even inside of the intake itself. Oh God, dude, that is terrible. So lots of blow by in the air intake. What's kind of scary to see if the turbo's blown. I mean, it's so old that like you gotta expect it, but it would be cool if it was not blown because it's like a super OG HKS kit. But something that we are gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and pull off the charge piping, and we're gonna try and spin the turbo to see if it has any play in the turbine, just to see if the turbo's still good and if there's any oil actually in the turbo. So we're gonna go ahead and do that now, and the injector. You feel anything in there, Tim?
It's not bad shaft play.
No?
It's pretty normal. Because like once they fill up with oil, it actually tightens the shaft up. But
Really?
yes, it's really not bad.
Now it's got a little baby bit. A little.
That's about normal clearance.
I think you guys can probably hear it too. Still spins good though. It's got a very, very small amount of shaft play. I think the turbo will be just fine for now. Obviously, I'll probably want to upgrade it or even just get it refreshed. But I think for now the turbo will be totally fine. But this does worry me with all of the oil. This does worry me with all of the oil inside the intercooler piping, so we'll have to keep an eye out on that. And it's just like so old and yellow, pretty bad. All right, but now Tim is working on the injector. right, Tim, bro, let's see it. Oh, that's a fat boy. Oh, is that rust?
It looks like definitely doesn't look right. So like, this is like really, really dark,
gross fuel.
rusty fuel. It looks like.
You think so?
Look at my finger. It's like brown, and that's coming out of
The actual
the
injector
sits
itself.
Like this, so the fuel comes in and comes down like that. So whatever I'm dumping out here is coming from the tank.
Oh no, this is not
Let me
good.
do another one and see if I can show that better. And then, well, this one looks clean. That one was really dirty. Weird.
We should definitely just check the fuel tank. So good thing we took them out. It looks like that one was bad, but these do have filters in them, so even if the fuel was bad, I don't think the motor should be hurt, because we did try and crank the car. We wanted to go ahead and swap out the injectors anyway, so spark plugs, injectors, we might even do fuel lines and fuel rail. I haven't gotten that far yet. We really do need to see what's inside of the actual fuel tank before we can like make that decision. But yeah, getting all these done. Okay, last but not least for the engine bay, at least for today, what we're gonna check before we actually go check out the fuel is the radiator fluid. And I already looked inside the actual radiator and it's pretty freaking disgusting.
It's like a little bit rusty, a little bit green. Ooh.
That's gross, dude. That's not good. I can see a little bit of green in there, but yeah, that's pretty dirty. It's pretty nasty. So I mean, I even think we're gonna upgrade radiators. This guy looks pretty thick, and I know we can get a smaller one to give us more clearance between the turbo kit and the radiator. Like I keep saying, all this stuff is gonna be completely replaced.
Yeah, it needs to be updated.
Yeah. So let's go ahead and see what the damage is in the fuel tank. I can get back here. The fuel is extremely old, and what we have to worry about is if the fuel splits and it's like water and fuel in the tank, there could be rust inside the fuel tank, which would be an absolute mess. So we're gonna open up the fuel cover, see if we can shine a light down there and see if there's any rust in the fuel tank, because if there is, we're gonna have to drop the entire fuel tank, try and clean it, or even get a new one or do a fuel cell, something like that. But we wanna see before we do anything to the car if there's any rust in it. Nice.
Oh,
Don't tell me that's a bad
not
sign.
a good sign.
What are you talking about? It's not a good sign.
It's not a good sign.
Why are you scared? Oh God, that's not good. Okay, you're right. That's a bad sign.
This is
that all
that's
just
a no-go. It's all rust.
It's all rust in there?
Look, that's off my finger.
So you think it's in the fuel tank?
All up in the fuel tank. You can see it.
Oh no, dude, no! Look at it. See if you can get this on camera. Look at it, dude. It's all rusted.
I don't know if I can.
Zoom in there.
Zoom in. Can you put your light in there?
Let's see.
Just put it in. Oh yeah.
Oh, dude, look at that.
Hold on.
Do you
let me
see the
try and
bottom?
Focus. Yep. It's so bad.
I think I can pick it up.
Oh yeah. Yep. That's a donezo. Need a new fuel tank, or clean that. But I suggest new. It's so bad. Well, we know what we have to do now.
Yeah.
We need to lift the car up and take the fuel tank out.
Oh no. All right. That's pretty bad, dude. All right, well, here we go. Oh, Tim, this is a disaster. This is not good.
It's rusty.
This is really, I literally picked up rust inside the fuel tank and just, it's gross, it's disgusting. So here's the actual fuel pump assembly right here. This used to be the filter.
Yep, that doesn't look like a filter anymore.
I'm guessing, is this where the fuel was just sitting inside the actual assembly?
Yeah, where it changes color, that's where the fuel was sitting.
So you can see how rusted the fuel is right here. Even right here, if you guys can tell, if it'll focus, the fuel pump inside the assembly is completely rusted out. Like that is just flaking. Oh, yep, there you go. You guys can probably see that. That's pretty bad. And now I checked the inside of the car because I wanted to know how much fuel was actually in the Evo before we dug into the fuel tank. And the actual gauge read that it was pretty much all the way empty. It was all the way on E. And now I know why. The fuel tank was actually full. Like that was a full fuel tank.
Yeah.
But the actual fuel pump assembly, and we have the floater right here, is no longer floating. It's just it's stuck. So I'm guessing it was stuck at the bottom. This thing is completely rusted out and it just stays wherever the gauge is. So I'm guessing it was just stuck at the bottom, not moving. This is trash, complete trash. So I mean, it's good that we found this because this is definitely a potential issue as to why the car wasn't starting in the first place. So not only are we going to be replacing all of the fluids, the spark plugs, the injectors, we have to drop the entire fuel tank. And that does not seem fun.
It's not.
At all. So another option that we do have though, I mean, no matter what we do have to drop the fuel tank. Another option that we do have is to do an actual fuel cell and upgrade that way. So just depends on what we can find. I mean, if we could find an OEM fuel tank, that's probably the best option for us right now, just to get this thing started, and then down the road we could do a fuel cell. But I guess we'll see what's available. But yeah, this is problem number 1. Oh, look at that. That's actually okay. So it looks like good fuel. Yeah.
Yeah.
Get too close to the camera.
The filter probably saved the motor.
So this thing is spewing fuel, but the fuel actually looks pretty good out of the actual fuel pump, which is good. But out of the tank, that is just really, really bad. All right, guys. Well, unfortunately, this does mean that we are at a little bit of a standstill. This is most definitely what me and Tim signed up for when we heard that this car hasn't been running for 10 plus years. I mean, this is what to expect, and this is what is going to make it so exciting to revive this car. And I mean, once we get this car running, it's going to be such an accomplished and happy feeling to get my childhood hero car back up and running. But basically what this means is we can't really do anything until we get the fuel tank replaced. It does look like there's tons of replacements online for an OEM fuel tank, which is probably going to be our best bet. So now the mission begins to actually drop the fuel tank out of the car. Basically now it's going to be step by step, starting with the fuel tank to see where we go from here on getting the car started. So we're going to get a new fuel tank. We're going to put fresh fuel in it. We're going to have fresh injectors, fresh spark plugs, and fresh oil. And that's when we can try and start the car again to see what happens next. I mean, that's really all we can do for now because there's no telling what is causing this car not to run. Thankfully, the car turns over. Which means everything is getting power, everything is good there. Basically, Tim, we've done all the maintenance stuff that we could really figure out this time, yeah?
Yeah, like with the fuel tank being so rusty, it's not even worth going further. Because like that is the number one thing we got to do. Plus, I probably want to like do every single bit of the fluids. Like, I mean, transmission, rear diff, all of that, just to make sure the car is good. Because when oil sits, it still goes bad.
Yeah.
So hopefully
we're gonna literally do everything, and I mean, it's just starting from point A and going all the way to however many it takes in order to get this thing up and running. But that's the goal. Number one priority is get this car running as quickly as possible. So we're gonna do it as efficiently and as reliably as possible as well. So we're gonna start with OEM fuel tank.
Yep.
We are trucking along. Today's mission is to completely drop out the Evo's fuel tank. We're just gonna full send it. It doesn't look too bad. We're gonna go ahead and remove the mid pipe on the exhaust, the drive shaft, and then work our way from there. But the only problem that we're having here is these bolts are disgusting. This thing has traveled the world, been on the sea, or sailed the sea, so I'm sure everything's just really rusty and gross. So this is what we're dealing with. As you guys can tell here, it's pretty bad. Oh yeah. She's a pretty rusty girl down there. How's she look on the test pipe? Yeah, that gasket completely just exploded when we got the exhaust off, but step one, mid pipe is out. Mission number 2, pulled the drive shaft, we're good to go. Now let's check out and see what all we need to remove for the fuel tank. Okay, so as you guys can see, we have tons of room up here to actually remove the fuel tank now. I'm hoping, and it looks like it could be just like 4 bolts, yeah?
It looks like 4 bolts, yeah.
I think there'll be more once we actually can get inside the tank. We obviously have to do the fuel, fill nozzle, all of that stuff. But now, the real sucky part about this is draining the fuel. I wish you guys could smell through the computer right now because this fuel smells awful. And we're gonna have to drain the entire thing, and it's gonna smell the entire shop. Our neighbors are gonna be really mad at us, but we gotta do it. Are you sending it to him? Is it ready?
No, I'm just making sure. I don't want it to like,
Yeah.
you know, get all over me.
Yeah, so this is definitely gonna be the worst part. We're gonna go ahead and drain the fuel now. And if it looks bad, I'll show you guys. Oh. Yep, there's the smell. Oh. It's like rubbing alcohol.
Back in the head first. It's like apocalyptic. I feel like you're a dad right now.
All right. Oh, fuck.
Sorry. I don't know if y'all can see this. It'll focus. There's rust on the actual bolt for the plug.
Good news here is both fuel tanks are going to be empty, so it's going to be a lot lighter for us to take them off. Bad news is it's going to continuously leak like this for a long time, I feel like. So now we went ahead and drained all the fuel. Surprisingly, it was a lot less than I had expected. As you guys can see, it was less than 5 gallons, but look how dirty the fuel is. I don't know if you guys can tell on camera, but this is like a brownish color. Just looks like complete trash, but all the fuel's out and we are good to go. Let's go ahead and try and pull the fuel tank. Bro, fuel tank.
The dust flies
Yeah, so what I was talking about in the reveal video, like this is literally what was on top of the entire car.
It was worse than that. This is under the car.
Yeah.
Imagine what the actual car looked like.
Ah, sick. Well, we got the gas tank out now. Now, I think I want to look inside because we're going to decide whether or not we're going to, restore this guy or get a new one. So let's break her open. Let's take it outside so it's not all smelly.
So bad.
All right, Tim, bro, time to see what's in side number 2. Oh God, I gotta peek. You ready for this? Look inside of this one. Did you bring your light? So yeah, this definitely explains the no start issue. Wait till you guys can actually look inside of this. Oh God, it's so gross. Oh no, it's like diarrhea. Like a diarrhea fuel tank. Oh dude, that's just a lost cause.
I don't know about repairing that one.
Nah. Oh my gosh, Tim.
The whole thing's like that.
Yeah, definitely.
You can see in, like this is just a tray. You can see past it and it's all rusted throughout.
That confirms we are not going to be repairing this fuel tank, and we actually have to either get a fuel cell or find someone that's selling a nicer OEM fuel tank, which would be great because that's plug and play, and a fuel cell will take a little bit longer, even though it would be sick. But I guess whichever option comes up faster. But yeah, this definitely confirms no go on repairing this fuel tank. All right, well, the good news here is we have it out, we know what needs to be fixed, and we can get what needs to be fixed. The only issue is, now that the fuel tank is out, we are at a complete standstill. There's nothing else that we can really do to test and see if the car is gonna run because we don't have fuel. So we're at a little bit of a standstill until we can actually figure out the fuel issue. I think we're gonna end up going with just a complete fuel cell setup. I think with the amount of work that we have to do with the stock fuel tank, plus ordering all of the components that go along with the fuel tank, a fuel cell is already gonna be an upgrade. The car should have a fuel cell because it already is a full race car as it is. So I think the best option here is just to go ahead and do a fuel cell while we have everything out currently. So that's what we're gonna be waiting on. We're working on that right now. Trying to get a fuel cell that will be complete and that's pretty much as basic and plug and play as it can come. Because the real goal here is to just get this car running as fast as possible and as reliably as possible. And obviously starting with the fuel, that is gonna be our best bet. Judging by the way the stock fuel tank looked, I'm really really hoping that that's the issue that they were having where this car wouldn't start, but it could be a number of different things. We just have to start with the fuel. As you guys know, we actually pulled the fuel tank out of the Evo. As you guys can see, there's just a hole going straight down. We took out the fuel tank, it was completely rusted out and destroyed. Well, we went ahead and let it air dry outside overnight. And we were gonna do some research on how to actually save the OEM fuel tank so that we could clean it up, show you guys how we clean it up, and just install it right back into the Evo. Well, overnight, somebody actually came to the shop and stole our fuel tank. So I guess it's partially our fault for leaving it outside. We left it by one of my cars that we keep parked outside to let it air out, because we obviously can't do that in the shop because it would just smell absolutely terrible and the neighbors would get mad, all that kind of stuff. But yeah, they came overnight and they actually stole our fuel tank. So we no longer have the OEM fuel tank from the Evo, which is really, really sad and unfortunate. And I hate that people out there like that would just come steal someone else's property. But the good news that came out of that is we actually got in touch with Radium, and we are gonna be doing the entire fuel system from all of the lines, fuel cell, fuel pump, assembly, everything is getting redone. So I mean, that's going to be really amazing. We have everything already set up back here. We have the fuel cell frame that's going to be going in the back. We're going to cut it. It's going to be amazing. We're going to give this thing an entire new fuel system, which I think it needs anyway. This thing is a full race car and it should have a fuel cell because we're going to be racing a little bit. But yeah, I just wanted to give you guys a quick update on the Evo. It might be a few days until we're actually able to do anything because obviously we have to wait for the parts to be made and for them to be shipped to us. So during this little limbo period where we're waiting for parts for the Evo, I thought I'd go ahead and address everything that has to do with this Evo. You guys have had a lot of questions over the past few videos, so I thought I'd go ahead and I'm going to answer all of the questions today. Alright guys, so this might be a long one. I have tons of notes here because I don't want to forget anything. You guys had a lot of questions in the last video, so I'm going to go ahead and try and answer as many as I possibly can. So sit back, relax, and enjoy today's video. We're just going to dive right into it. So I think firstly and most importantly, I'm gonna go ahead and talk about the story of this exact car. There's a lot of confusion out there with how many cars there were and how many cars were in the movie and rear wheel drive, all of that stuff. I'm gonna take care of all those questions for you guys as best as I can today. Obviously, I was not there when the movie was filmed. I was like 10 years old or something. So this is all from what I have heard and from what APR has told me. So if you're out there and you know more, or I said something incorrectly, feel free to correct me in the comments. This is just what I know from what I've been told. So I guess let's just jump right into it and go over the complete story of the Evo. In the beginning, before there was actually Tokyo Drift, Universal had reached out to 3 different companies that had 3 separate cars. I don't know if they were all Evos or if there were 3 separate cars, but I just know that Universal reached out to 3 different companies, APR being one of those companies. I believe that they flew out to each different shop to go check out the cars, and this is one of the cars that they were checking out. At the time, Evo was a brand new car. I believe this is 2004, so this is right when the Evo came to America, and it was the big thing back then. APR developed the wide body for the car, as you guys can see, and it was also in the movie. I believe the wide body adds around 40 millimeters to the entire body of the car, and it's molded, just looks really, really nice. At the end of Universal checking out all 3 of the cars, Universal actually picked the APR Evo, which is really, really awesome because that's what created the Tokyo Drift Evo. This is patient 0 for the Tokyo Drift Evo. Without this car right here, there would be no Tokyo Drift Evo, which is actually pretty mind-blowing. Courtesy of APR, I actually have some pictures from the filming of the movie as well as the car on the tour and everything that I'm about to go over. So throughout the entirety of the video, I'm gonna go ahead and throw images that I was able to get from APR through the entire process. Now that Universal actually picked the APR Evo, they began to start creating the movie cars. Now, I don't know too much about the movie cars. I do know this much. There was 10 actual movie cars. 10 total cars that were in the movie. When they're filming movies and they crash the car and stuff like that, they don't go back and fix that car. They just use a completely different car. So Universal had a total of 10 Tokyo Drift Evos. Through the movie, I'm not completely sure on this, is what I was told from APR. There were only 2 right-hand drive Evos and only 2 of them were rear-wheel drive. Now, I've also heard that there could have been more. I know RMR built those cars, so if you guys are able to get in touch with RMR or they're watching the video, I don't know, and they can actually tell us how many Evos were built that were rear-wheel drive, that would be awesome. But from my knowledge, there was only 2 that were actually right-hand drive and there was only 2 that were rear-wheel drive. Could be totally wrong on that. They could have all been right-hand drive. I don't know, but I do know they got the 10 cars from Mitsubishi themselves. Mitsubishi was kind enough to donate these cars to Universal, and from what I was told from APR, during Hurricane Katrina around 2005, there was a Mitsubishi dealership in Louisiana that was flooded out due to the hurricane. All these cars couldn't be sold, so Mitsubishi donated them over to Universal. That's actually pretty cool because during that time I was in Mississippi and I was in Katrina as well. So that's really crazy. At the end of filming with all these 10 cars, the deal was that Universal had to crush these cars due to liability issues from Mitsubishi. So currently there is no other Tokyo Drift Evos that are alive right now. All cars have been crushed, and this is the last and final remaining Tokyo Drift Evo. Patient Zero, the car that inspired the entirety of all 10 movie cars. So that's absolutely insane. That's like one of the coolest things to me, that this is the car that started it all. Like I said earlier, without this car right here, there is no Tokyo Drift Evo, which is pretty insane. Also, something I forgot to mention, I do have actual documentation, the original document of Universal contacting APR about the livery and the design on the car. I know a lot of you guys had questions about why is the livery different? Why is there different sponsors? Blah, blah, blah. Well, during the movie, Universal actually contacted APR to get licensed to use the Widebody on all 10 of the cars and to use their logo on all 10 of the cars, and also to alter their livery on the car. So if you guys notice the side of this car, the APR logo is massive. In the actual movie, Universal decided to shrink the APR logo and creating a kind of a different look for the side of the car. And also there are many different sponsors on the car, and that's because a lot of the sponsors that sponsored the movie cars were different than the sponsors that APR had on the car. There's actually a legal document listing all of those things that they wanted to change, as well as licensing the body kit and the red and all of that good stuff. Now, another cool thing about the design is they didn't stray too far from the original APR Evo. There's subtle differences like the livery I said, the wheels, the front of the car, because the car in the movie was an Evo 9. APR actually still has the Evo 9 front bumper that I need to go get, but when I actually bought the car, it was up in storage and we couldn't take it that day, but that's minor details. When you go inside of the car, it's really cool. You can actually see the gauge cluster that they use is the same one that's in the interior of our Evo. You guys look at the cage that's in the movie versus the cage that's in this Evo. It's the same, and they even have like the red foam for the helmet up top. Really, really cool subtle differences that they decided to keep in the movie from this car. Now that we've actually talked about the cars from the movie, let's go ahead and talk about this car. So this car was not actually used in the movie itself. They used this car after the movie because all of the other Tokyo Drift cars that were in the movie, all 10 of them have been crushed. They used this car for the actual Tokyo Drift premiere, which is really awesome. And I think one of the biggest reasons that this car doesn't run anymore is because it went on a massive world tour. I believe it was like 3 years long, where it traveled to Mexico City, traveled to Thailand, Taiwan, I believe also the UK, if I'm not mistaken. This car has been all over the world, which is really cool. And when it came back, the car just never ran again and never, I believe they had some issues starting it and then just never ran again. So this car was used for the actual premiere of Tokyo Drift and the actual DVD release, which is what the world tour was for. So that's pretty much the entire story of the Tokyo Drift Evo. So like I keep saying, this is the only one left. There's no other Tokyo Drift Evo left. Without this car behind me, there is no Tokyo Drift Evo, and that's just one of the coolest parts about this car for me, and bringing this thing back to life. Now, another massive question that you guys had was, is this car rear-wheel drive? Unfortunately, this car is not rear-wheel drive. This thing is an absolute track monster. If you guys search on YouTube, there's tons of videos of this car being driven on track. This thing is actually insane. It's still all-wheel drive, but we are looking into actually making this car rear-wheel drive. There's a couple of different options that we have, and we're looking at what is the best and most reliable way to actually convert this car to rear-wheel drive. Most of all, is that something that you guys would be interested in, seeing us turn the Tokyo Drift Evo into rear-wheel drive? Or what do you think? Should we keep it all-wheel drive? Let me know down in the comments what you guys think about that. But this car currently is all-wheel drive. So that is pretty much everything that I know about the Tokyo Drift Evo. Now, like I said in the beginning, take all of this with a grain of salt. I was not there when the car was built. I was not there when they chose the APR Evo. So this is just what I have heard from the people around me. And I know there's a lot more knowledgeable people out there, like Sean Morris from Top Rank, who actually built the RB26 Mustang, or Craig Lieberman, who is the Fast and Furious guy. that can probably answer a lot of these questions better than me, but this is just what I have heard, and this is my experience from, you know, buying the car. I'm not saying that I'm absolutely right and that somebody's wrong. It could be completely opposite. This is just what I know about the car, and I'm stoked either way. I cannot wait to bring this thing back to life. Like I said, when I bought this car, this is my hero, my dream car right here. So we're gonna bring it back to life and we're gonna have fun with it no matter what. So. If you guys remember, when we last left off with the Evo, we were waiting for parts. The gas tank was completely rusted out and we had to order an entire new fuel system. Well, some of those parts came in. We have a full box from our friends over at DeechWorks. As you guys know, probably every car in the garage has had something from DeechWorks, so massive thank you to them. If you guys see anything in this video that you need, I'm gonna go ahead and leave my link, MA Performance, down in the description box below. That is where I get all of my parts from, and you guys can even save some money by using my link. I'm gonna go ahead and leave that down below. Everything that you guys have been seeing lately on the channel has been gotten from MA Performance, so huge thank you to them as well. Like I said, my link will be down below. Check out their website. Even if you don't need anything, just go check out the site. They have tons of really awesome stuff. So before we get started, let's go ahead and unbox this massive box from DeechWorks and show you guys everything that we got, because we got some spicy stuff in here. It's gonna be a juicy day. So let's go ahead and unbox this. All right, guys, let's go ahead and check out all of the stuff that we have in here. Ugh. There we go. We got tons of stuff in here, Tim. You ready for this? From DeechWorks, we actually got fuel pumps, fuel rail, injectors, and really, really nice fuel lines. We actually have a massive package from Radium coming in this week as well, which we are still waiting for, but we want to go ahead and knock this out before all that stuff comes in. So, this is pretty cool. Thank you, DeechWorks. We need some of this. Fuel pump and injector. Okay, let's check out what we got in here. I believe this might be our fuel lines. Check this out. Oh, look at this. Some very, very nice braided fuel lines. This is gonna be great. Now, something that we are not too sure about is the car on E85? Somebody recently commented on the videos that they saw this car at SEMA back in like 2006, or I don't remember when they saw it at SEMA, but they said that it was at the booth because 85 was like the new thing, and this thing was full 85. When we dropped the fuel tank, it kind of smelled sweet like E85. But the guys at APR said that this thing is not on E85. So I don't know what to believe. So hopefully it's on 91, that's what we're gonna try.
Well, this is ready for E85.
Okay, even better, just making sure.
Yeah, this is the good stuff.
God, we got so much stuff in here, dude. All right, let's just open up everything and we're gonna see what it is. Here we go. Inline fuel filter, very nice. So we did get fuel filters as well. Ooh, look at this guy.
Yeah, nice.
DW has some really, really amazing stuff. Okay, got
it has a bracket now?
Yeah, super dope, right? So yeah, we have a fuel filter underneath the car that we're gonna be replacing with this now. Brand new fuel pressure regulator. This is a new product from DeechWorks, so this is actually really, really nice as well. This is gonna be such a sick setup. We really went full send with the fuel here. So, and then here are all of our AN fittings here that we have to run the fuel lines, because we're gonna need to come up with something pretty cool for the actual fuel cell that we're gonna be putting in the trunk. So they give us all kinds of different fittings to make sure that we can actually run the lines correctly. Okay. Oh man. Super sick fuel rail. This stuff is so nice. What is this, billet? Ooh, nut, baby. This is sick. And we, of course, have all the gaskets and all the fittings that go along with it. So we're going to be installing the fuel rail as well today. And then lastly, we are going to have our injectors and our fuel pumps. So let's go ahead and check what this one is. Here are our injectors that we're going to be installing today. And I think these are 1500 cc. We got some thick boys. And then this should be the fuel pump as well, which our new fuel pump as well. So that is everything that we got in the box. Let's go ahead and get started with the injectors and fuel rail. we've already started disassembling this. If you guys have been following the series for the past couple of episodes, we completely disassembled the whole car to try and see if we could find what's wrong with it. And we did find a few issues, obviously. So we already have the injectors pulled out, which is really nice. We're kind of like halfway there on the install already. So now what we have to do is pull the fuel rail back here and pull the lines because we are no longer using the stock fuel lines. So that's what we're gonna go ahead and do. It's not too hard. As you can see, it's all already pretty much disassembled. We just gotta get it out of the car. So let's go ahead and get started. OEM fuel rail out. Here's how it compares to the DW one. That is pretty freaking crazy. That was super easy. Now we're gonna go ahead and throw this guy in. Also, here are the really nice new injectors versus the ones that were in the car. Now these are obviously upgraded. I'm not sure what kind those are, but here are the new ones that we got from DW versus the old ones. Fittings are all connected to the fuel rail. I think this thing's good to throw in, right, Tim?
Yeah, it is.
This is gonna be so much nicer than the stock one, and it makes everything just a lot easier with the AN fittings. So let's go ahead and throw this guy in. Oh, I guess we gotta do the injectors as well. Let's go ahead and do the injectors and the fuel rail. Alright guys, we have the new DW fuel rail installed with the injectors, which is super sick. Now unfortunately, I mean that's as far as we really go without having the fuel cell and all of that stuff. We can't really go any further because we don't know where it's going to be mounted and all of that. So we can't really go further than that, but at least we are making steps towards actually getting this thing back up and running. And we hope that the fuel was the issue. So now, I guess what are next steps now, Tim?
Next steps now,
pretty much pulling all of the unnecessary stuff out of here and getting ready for the fuel cell, right?
exactly.
What the We got some visitors. What do you think? This is your first time seeing it.
It's great. It's so good. Oh, dude, I'm a skinny dude and I barely fit in this thing.
Yeah, it's.
Do you fit? You
I
probably
fit.
sit like this.
I fit.
No, you don't.
I do. It's like the same size as my S2K.
You're a liar. Wow. Are we in the MLB? You see this? This is off the Padres game. This is the first pitch. You see this?
It's a classic.
Check it out.
It's a classic, bro.
I'm pitching the first pitch today at the Padres game. I'm gonna take my ball to the game. Like, this is like Mickey shit. This is like what Mickey like. This is like Mickey's era.
Oh, T, you can't be doing that to
Look at this, an analog water temp gauge.
That's good.
They have multiples of gauges in here too. It's really just weird. And I don't know if any of the switches do anything. It's it's a time capsule.
It's
Look
cool
at
to
this.
see like how.
This is for the suspension. This is like adjust like your dampening and everything.
Oh, really?
That was a big thing back in the day.
Yeah, is
They
that
actually
sick?
work?
Yeah.
Like that work.
You should underneath there's lines and everything. All right, so next up on our agenda for today is to move whatever this ignition system, this HKS ignition system is, over to the middle so that we can actually put our fuel pressure regulator right here and run that to the fuel rail. That's probably where we'll end for today because like I said, without anything else, we can't move forward with anything. So let's just go ahead and get the fuel pressure regulator set up and we're good to go. This already looks so much better. We were able to successfully move the twin power ignition system to the middle and it actually clears the strut tower bar, which is really, really nice. But as you guys can see, we kind of started putting back the wiring and stuff where the fuel rail is and it just overall looks a lot better. Tim is setting up the fuel pressure regulator right now and then we can go ahead and throw her in. Fuel pressure regulator is in the car and we are good to go, Tim. What's the deal here?
Well, I installed it I'm not gonna do the lines yet because I wanna wait until we actually have the fuel tank so I can actually make sure everything runs. So I got a 90 here and then a 45 here and then there's a 90 underneath and that'll go back to the fuel tank. But for right now, we're good to go until the tank comes.
Sick. We got another big unboxing to do, and this time it's from Radium. Huge thank you to the guys over at Radium as well as MAP. The only reason we were able to get this stuff so quickly is because of MAP. So like I said last video, definitely go check out my link. It's gonna be one of the first ones in the description box below. Not only do they have tons of amazing parts, but you get to support me and you guys get a percentage off of your order from them. So definitely check out MAP. But let's go ahead and just do a full unboxing. We've really got to get started with this thing. I want to try and get this started as fast as possible, which means we got to get going. So let's go ahead and unbox this, see what all they sent us. This is gonna be pretty sick. Of course, Radium had to send us a bunch of swag, which I am super hyped about. We love banners in the shop, so we have an all new Radium banner that we're gonna be throwing up. Thank you for this, guys. Fuel? What is this? This is a fuel line?
Yeah, that's for the fill line.
Oh, that makes sense. Okay, cool. So in this box, we do have a 10-gallon fuel cell, as well as the cage and the pumps, and even some more line. This is gonna be so awesome, and I wanna show you guys what the actual fuel cell looks like. The goal is to be able to fit this into the trunk of the Evo without actually having to cut the body of the Evo. We really don't want to do that. It'd be really nice if we can just set it into the trunk. So that's the goal. That's what we're going to try and figure out today. So I'm guessing this is all the accessory stuff here, like the fuel pumps and all that. So we got here another fuel filter. This is super nice. Fuel nozzle, a fuel door.
Gas cap.
Nice. That's pretty cool. Cool little fuel door here. This is probably the fuel pump. Oh my God, look how sick this is. Holy crap. Okay, tons of stickers. This is freaking sick, dude. Oh. Holy crap, guys. Oh my God, it's big. This is gonna be so freaking tight, dude. Thankfully, we've been doing a little bit of research on how to actually connect all of this because it is pretty intimidating, but dude, this is gonna look so awesome. Look at this. Oh my God, that's gonna work. This would be a little bit of modification, but so this is how we're hoping it's gonna sit, and we're gonna try and do everything that we can to make it sit like this. It's already in the cage, so basically what we do now is rip it open, do some modifying. Tim's gonna tack the cage in, and then we can get started running lines and everything. So let's do it. Okay guys, quick update with mounting the fuel cell. We went ahead and went to the metal store and we got some steel tubing here because we're gonna be extending or raising up the actual cage that we put the fuel cell into. Tim went ahead and cut these 2 notches out, and then he's gonna go and use his master welding skills to tack both of these tubes on the fuel cage so that when we set it in here, it's gonna be raised up a little bit so it's not gonna have any issues hitting the floorboard right here, and it's gonna be level and super, super nice. So let's go ahead and do that, and let's test fit it. All right, cage is in. Well, it's not welded in. We just set it in for now. But you guys can see the little elevation. That's about, what, like 2 inches right there, Tim?
1 3/4 inches.
Nice. Okay, perfect. So let's go ahead and set the tank in, and let's see if it really helped. Oh, there she is, brother. It worked.
Perfect.
Holy crap, dude, it looks awesome.
Yeah, I'm trying to line it up with the Cusco bar right now. That way we're good, but
that looks freaking sick, guys. Check this out. Woo! That's clean in there, dude.
looks really good.
Wow. Okay, cool. So now that we know that it works, next steps are to actually weld in the cage, and then this thing is just freaking good in there,
it'll
dude.
be solid as what am I trying to think of here? I don't even know.
Before we can actually weld this thing in, I'm gonna go ahead and use the grinder and go ahead and grind down the floorboard right here so it's easier for Tim to weld this cage in, and then we can actually weld that bad boy in. Mission accomplished. Let's see it, Tim.
The way I test my welds in the wild.
In the wild.
Is just grab it and shake.
You give it a monkey shake. That cage is not going anywhere, brother.
Yeah,
she
good.
is mounted. Now this is very important because this means when that fuel cell goes in, we can start running all the lines and getting everything buttoned up. Now this is very, very exciting. Tim, would you like to do the honors?
Yes.
Would you like to set the fuel cell into the trunk of the car? This is a very exciting moment, everybody.
Just toss it in.
There she goes. Oh my God, dude. Look how sick this is, man. Now we just gotta cross our fingers that this is the actual issue, you know?
Yeah.
I believe.
The issue we were having was no fuel pump activity, I think, because that fuel pump was trash.
Yeah.
So as long as we get fuel to the car and we get spark, something should happen.
Yes. This is very, very good. So I guess, I mean, next up, Tim, I guess it's really just we start doing lines and stuff, yeah?
Yep.
Let's get to it. Tim over here is putting the AN fittings on the really nice fuel lines that DeechWorks provided to us. Probably just messed it up, I'm sorry. Tim, do you want to explain how to actually put on a AN fitting onto a line?
Yeah, well, what you do, you have to cut this and you want to do it without fraying it. So what I did is I put tape on it and then cut it, and then we cleaned out the inside, and now you take the tape off of here and it shouldn't be frayed, and then you can push the adapter piece on. So you take this all the way off like so, and you try and get it on without fraying it at all. What you do is you push it on as far as it'll go, and you get the hose to come right up to where the threads are, and that's good to go. Now you put this piece in and then just tighten it up.
Tighten it up and you got a freaking AN fitting on your line. Alright guys, so good news here. We did get our fuel out and fuel return lines finished up and ran to the engine bay. We've got the one going into the fuel rail as well as the one into the fuel pressure fuel pressure regulator and back into the fuel cell. Really good news and really big progress, but unfortunately we do have some bad news.
Yeah.
Well, what's a little bit of working on the car and not having bad news, you know what I mean? So unfortunately it looks like they may have forgotten our wiring kit to be able to wire this up and give power to it. So we can't actually do anything else until we have the wiring. So now from here, there are a couple more fuel lines to run, but the biggest thing here is having power to the batteries to be able to even just turn this thing and power it on. Yep. So unfortunately, we do have to wait a couple of days for that. Radium did already send it over to us, so now we're just playing the waiting game and hanging out until we get the wiring. So next steps while we actually wait for the wiring is probably, I guess, doing the fuel door. What's really cool is we can actually still retain the OEM, well, I guess OEM, but like the APR fuel door here, which I think is super cool. So we're gonna be running the line from the fuel door through here. We're gonna be cutting a giant hole into this, and then it'll run into the fuel filler on the actual cell. So that's really cool that we can still retain that. We don't have to actually like pop open the hood or the trunk or anything to fill up the gas. That's really cool. But like I said, that's gonna be it for today. We're gonna stop here and continue once we actually have the wiring. So today is the day. Today's the day that we officially have the first attempt at starting the Evo. Very, very good day. So I'm gonna go ahead and go around back, show you guys what we got going on in the rear. Finally finish up the radium fuel cell. Almost finished it up. We have Tim back here wiring up the fuel pumps and all the wiring to go get power to the fuel cell. Something that's really cool that Tim did over the weekend. He actually went ahead and did the fuel door, which is actually really cool because he helped retain the OEM fuel door over here. Check this out. Radium actually gave us a fuel door right here. So Tim cut this guy out and actually modified it and made it to where we can actually fill up the car from here and not have to open up the trunk and fill it up. And the fuel hose actually runs all along straight into the fuel cell. It's really, really nice, really clean. So I'll update you guys once Tim's finished up wiring everything. But my mission for today is to go ahead and connect everything back that we took apart in the engine bay. So I'm gonna go ahead and put back the air intake. We have a new battery that I need to throw in as well, and an air filter, and change the oil so that when he's done wiring, we can actually just go ahead and straight up try and fire this thing up. Here's everything that I got. Let's get started. Okay, charge piping is on. We're all good to go there. New battery is in. Last thing that we do have to do is change the oil. That is going to be the last thing on our list. So now, this thing is completely empty, obviously. So while Tim is wiring that up, I'm going to take the gas jug and we're going to go get gas. The monumental moment. First gas that's going to go into the Tokyo Drift Evo. Let's head to the gas station. Fuel is here. Tim, do you want to show everybody the job back here?
Yes.
We're going to pretty it up. Don't worry. But it does look freaking sick back here. So Tim has everything wired up and good to go. We still are missing a couple of sensors and stuff. So once everything comes in, we're going to clean it up, make it a little bit nicer. But this should hopefully, this should be it, dude.
Yeah, this should send fuel to the car.
Let's keep our fingers crossed. So now we're going to lift this thing up. Let's go ahead and do the oil change. And then we can put fuel into the car. And it's time. Let's do it, Tim. All right, I'm very curious to see what the oil, oh my God, Tim. I really want to see what this oil is gonna look like. We didn't even change this when we first got the car, and I wonder how black it, oh man. Oh, dude. That is disgusting. Oh, that is that's some black gritty oil, dude. That's about what I expected, to be honest. But thankfully, our friends over at Valvoline have us covered. Of course, you guys already know what we're putting in the Evo. Best of the best, we have the VR1 10W30 oil that we're gonna be putting into the Evo. We use this on all of our cars, well, Valvoline specifically, but we use the VR1 10W30 and the S2K, and cars feel absolutely amazing, and S2000 has run flawlessly while using this stuff, so it's only right that we put the VR1 into the Evo as well. So we're gonna use about 5 quarts of the VR1 10W30 and fill her up.
I can't leave him alone for 2 seconds.
I made a mess. It's fine, we're okay. I got the filter off. It's full of just disgusting, nasty oil that I spilled everywhere. It's fine. Dude, look at that oil. Mm-hmm. That is filth.
Go ahead and just drop it in there.
Whoa, we got power. We have some power. Holy, that scared me. Whoa, my heart jumped.
I'm interested to see how good it works.
You're interested. I like your choice
I'm
of words
interested.
there. I don't know if that's optimism or you're nervous. Okay, I think we're gonna put like half of this in here. We don't want to overdo it. There we go. Oh, I thought the valve was closed.
You know what this is?
What is this?
First fill up.
First fill up. I'm nervous. I am legit nervous. This is, hopefully this is filling up the radiant fuel cell. I guess we're gonna find out what happens, you know? Okay.
How was the first fill?
I'm so nervous. This is not even funny. Okay, I mean, did we do it? Did we just go for it?
I think I gotta check fuel pressure, so.
Okay, so do you want me to hop in, put the key in the ignition?
See if it does anything.
All right, guys. Everybody, send good vibes. Cross your fingers right now. This is the first attempt at starting the car. Tim's gonna adjust the fuel pressure, and I'm just gonna go for it. You ready? God.
I want to hear if it actually does anything.
I don't hear anything.
Yeah, because this is an Evo and it doesn't do anything until the car turns over. We're gonna have to attempt to turn it over.
It's time. We're just gonna go for it. All right, guys.
This is gonna be it. This is our first attempt. You ready?
Fuel pressure is building, so.
Okay, okay.
We have no fuel, so.
The crank sounds good. Oh, I heard something.
Those are working.
What was that?
The fuel, all the lines need to get fuel in them.
Keep going?
Yeah, keep going.
Okay, it's making a noise. It's making a noise, so I don't know if that's good or bad, but. How are we looking?
It says it's at 40 psi.
Is that good?
Yeah.
Should I keep cranking?
Yeah.
Whoa! Whoa! Shut the f up! Oh my god! No! No way! Get me out! Whoa! Yes! Let's go! No way! No! Yes! No! Listen to her prayer! Oh my god, dude! No way! She's smelly and she has no exhaust. But wait, I'm shaking! That was good. Oh my god! Here, wanna hear it? Yeah. Ready?
Real rich right now. You forgot to connect the intake. It sounds so good. Might want to cut it off.
What? We did it! We did it! What? No way!
Dude. It works! Oh yeah, hear that turbo? Well, I need to open the back door because it's really rich right now, so I gotta adjust that.
Oh, I don't even know where to begin. This is a dream I could not even have imagined. Me and Tim have stayed up so long, so many nights stressing about what is going on with this car and if we were going to be able to figure it out. I bought this car knowing literally nothing about it. All I knew is that it hasn't ran since 2006 and it's been sitting in a warehouse ever since, unknown to why they couldn't get the car started or what was wrong with it or if the engine was even still good. I took a chance on this car. One of my life mottos is do more. I have it tattooed on my arm right here. This is my first ever tattoo ever on my entire body. What do more means is to take that chance and to take that risk on something that you believe in and something that you love. I took a chance on myself by moving out to California from Mississippi on making videos from my life instead of taking a desk job that was comfortable for me or something that I knew would be safe. I took that chance. I did more. I took that chance on me, and that's exactly what I did with this car. I took a chance on this car not knowing anything on if we were even be able to get this thing started. This is my hero car, my dream car, the car that got me into cars. I found abandoned in a warehouse for 10 plus years, and me and Tim just got it to start. Take a drink to that.
If I had a beer, I would be drinking it right now.
Long story short, guys, I don't want to get too sentimental here because I'm really excited, but do more. Take that chance, take that risk,
believe in yourself and believe in what you really love and want to do, and it'll all fall into place. Me and Tim still have a lot of work to do with this car, but it f***ing starts, dude. Let's go! A weight has been lifted off of my shoulders. I've been feeling so sick about whether or not this car is going to start or what we're doing. Is it right? Are we able to figure this out? Is the engine even good? We got the car to start, boys. We got it to start! Next up, first drive. But we still have work to do. We're not done here. We still have work to do.
What are you gonna do next, Dustin?
I'm probably gonna sleep here tonight.
Go to Disneyland!
Can I turn it on one more time? For those of you that don't know, my dad is the one that got me into cars, so I know he's gonna be so stoked when he sees that we got the Evo running. Hey, guess what? Look. We did it. What is up, guys, and welcome back to the channel. We are back working on the Evo. If you guys haven't watched the last video, you've got to go watch it. Pause this video, go watch the last video, because we actually got this thing started for the first time ever, and it was amazing. Now today, our mission is to have the first drive. I don't know how much we'll be able to drive it because of tuning issues and stuff like that. Our goal for today is to actually drive this thing. So, a couple of things that we are missing, correct, Tim? Look, we got our special guest, Phil, here again. Tim, we have to install the exhaust back, which I'm gonna be cleaning up. If you guys don't know, when we bought the car, this thing is just, the car itself was actually just covered fiberglass and carbon from APR. So I'm gonna be cleaning off the exhaust today. You guys heard the car yesterday with pretty much like just a dump pipe. It's just straight from the header back. We're gonna be installing the exhaust today, which is gonna sound a lot nicer, I think. Be a little bit more tamed, but also sound really good. And we have the rear diffuser, the rear carbon fiber diffuser from APR that we're gonna be throwing on today as well.
Just the fuel pressure and then go for a ride.
Oh yeah. Okay, so before we do anything, I'm gonna go ahead and clean this exhaust off and we'll get started. It's time to install the exhaust. So I don't know, I think, what is this called, Phil? Like this, the HKS Superpower?
It's carbon, yeah, it's carbon TI. Look it up, I guarantee it.
Well, either way, it's a really sick HKS exhaust. This entire car has pretty much like the HKS catalog back in the day on it. So we're gonna go ahead and install the exhaust and let's see how she sounds. Should we start it up with the dump pipe so we can get a comparison to them? Don't be a dad.
Come on.
Yes, but let me adjust the fuel pressure while we do it.
Good call. We have to adjust the fuel pressure anyway, so I'll go ahead and start the car so you guys can hear it with the dump pipe while Tim adjusts the fuel pressure. Oh God. Okay, now, we're gonna have some updating to do on the interior. There's so many gauges that just like aren't even necessary. So we're gonna do that. But start up with the dump pipe here. You ready, Tim?
Yeah, you're good.
I don't know if these switches do anything in here, but we're gonna turn them on anyways. So sick. The cams are so loud. Well, interior shot. It sounds so freaking sick, dude. Pretty sick. So that's a turbo timer, so it takes a little bit to turn off, but dude, this thing sounds so awesome. I think it's gonna be perfect with the HKS exhaust. This is like the OG of the OG exhaust, you know? I'm really excited for this.
Listening to music, why not?
guys, we got the rear diffuser on, the exhaust is on. We haven't even started it up, so we're gonna wait until this thing's on the ground to start it up. But the wheel's on, we're gonna put the blocks underneath the car so we can actually get this thing off the lift, and we're good to go for the first drive. This is like, whew, this is so cool. I'm so excited. It is time. This is like a very, very special and an awesome moment for us to actually freaking do the first drive. Now, I don't know how well it's gonna feel because it hasn't been driven since 2006. It's 15 years. So we'll see how the tune is and see how she runs. The biggest thing is this car started, it runs, it's alive, and now it's time for the first drive. So let's go ahead and lock these in, and we're good. Ooh, it's time. It's time. We're gonna roll her off the blocks, and then we're gonna start her with the dude. You break.
I can't.
I'm sorry. First official start, completely put back together. HKS exhaust. First drive. Here we go. Okay, this is it. Here we go. That is it. So awesome. It feels so good. Granted, I just drove it out of the garage, but I think now it's time for the real drive. Let's hop in. All right, first official test drive. We definitely need a tune. I cannot believe we're driving this right now, dude. We are driving the original Tokyo Drift Evo right now. This is such an awesome moment. Gotta see how she's gonna feel, but I think we can get into like baby boost.
Hey, it's on you, your car.
Just a little bit. Sounds amazing. There's a super aggressive cam. Okay, like I thought it was like the same as my Evo, but it sounds a little bit crazier than mine.
Yeah, it's pretty aggressive.
Unless it's just the tune, I don't know. Dude, the freaking short shifter. You. Woo! I don't want to get into boost at all, but I don't know if you can hear in the car. The turbo spool, like just very, very baby, is oh god, it's absolutely wild. Anything to happen or go wrong, but this is pretty sick. Oh, it sounds so good. Give it a baby. A baby? Baby. All right, Dad's giving me permission to give a baby, so I'm gonna give a little. It's running rich right now, so. Yeah, it's gonna break up. So we definitely need a tune.
1,000. So without a tune, the car is just dumping fuel, thinking it has 1,000cc injectors when really it's 15. So we just don't have enough fuel either. But hey, the car feels great. I think with the cage and everything, the rigidity of the body of the car is absolutely insane. And the brakes feel good too, as for being so old. But God, dude, we did it, Tim. We freaking did it. It runs amazing for not having a tune. So for me, that's a win.
It sounds very, very healthy.
It sounds very healthy. And like, if you guys don't know, the car only has 10,511 miles on it.
We have like 4 gallons. That's not enough to be empty right now.
Oh, there she wants to die now.
It needs a tune. Like,
It needs a tune.
definitely.
But hey,
Are you touching anything?
nope.
Okay,
It's just idling. It's idling at 1,000. Perfect. Woo! First drive in the Evo, guys. Now we're gonna do some exterior shots and get some shots of the car outside. We noticed something while filming. Tim, will you do the honors, please?
Yeah, like when he pressed the brakes, you know, just look at the.
If you guys remember the Easter egg we found when we first bought the car, when we pressed the brakes, look, his eyes light up. That is so great. The car sounds freaking awesome. How's it sound driving?
Oh, it sounds
You get
so
like that
good.
little taste of boost.
Dude, when
hear it really
you
good.
step on it, oh,
You can hear the turbo.
Oh,
So good.
my heart. This is honestly so unbelievable for me right now. So we're out driving this right now. I want to kind of find a spot that we can actually shoot the car in, since we're like outside, you know.
Yeah.
We should find like a cool spot to shoot. So let's go find somewhere and do a little baby shoot. Well, our simple little test drive has turned pretty bad here. The car has decided it just doesn't want to run anymore at all. I'm hoping that we ran out of the 3 gallons of gas that we put in.
Yeah.
Because it's running super rich, so it's sucking in a lot of fuel. So Tim went and ran and got some new gas. We're gonna put some gas in. Hopefully it fixes the issue. But basically, whenever I press the gas, it just gives no throttle whatsoever. So I'm guessing we're just out of gas. So we're gonna try it.
Let's fill her up.
But yep, really need a tune here. All right, here we go. Ah, there she is.
it sounds way better right away.
Yes.
She was just thirsty, that's all it was.
Still doesn't idle the best, but
So much good.
it's using so much gas that we ran out of gas. We didn't even go anywhere. We put 5 miles on the car and it ran out of gas.
It's probably like 2 miles to the gallon right now.
Dude, seriously, we put 5.5 miles on the car and it ran out of gas. That is crazy. Hey.
Well, you gotta also think, it's a brand new fuel system.
Yeah.
So you got an 8 line going in and -6 going out. So you suck in gas, that's probably about a gallon right there.
That is so crazy.
And then you're on an incline too, so it's probably not getting, but you have it was only running because you had that surge tank.
Yeah. That is wild. So now we're not gonna drive it anymore. Well, we are.
Go to the film spot.
Yeah, we're gonna go film a little bit, but yeah, everything's good to go.
What's up, man?
This is crazy. I cannot believe we're actually driving this car. I can't even imagine once we actually get it tuned and what it's gonna sound like. It's gonna be sick.
What's the retail on one of those?
More than you can afford, pal.
Wrong movie.
Oh, wrong movie. I bet you want to drift it though.
Guys, we just got done filming. I didn't do too much filming. It's kind of more of reminiscing. I'm gonna go ahead and shut this off right now. After all the excitement and everything goes away, I'm left with a feeling of pure and absolute joy that I don't know. I just wanted to kind of explain a little bit. I mean, this is just so unbelievably crazy for me. I mean, a lot of you guys might know kind of my story of getting to California, and a lot of you might not. If you guys are new here, I used to live in Mississippi, and I just recently, a few years ago, moved to California, and you know, I was just some kid in Mississippi going to college for criminal justice, about to be a cop, and I took a chance on myself. And if you watched last video, you guys kind of know kind of one of my favorite phrases, and kind of like my life motto, I guess, is to do more. It's tattooed on my body, and you know, I kind of take that to heart, you know, and try to push myself to do more and to take the risks, do the things that I want to do and the things that I'm passionate about, whether it's cars or traveling or whatever. You know, I do more, and I take that risk, and I want to urge you guys to do the same, because you never know. I was just some kid from Mississippi who filmed his life and was goofy, and no one understood what I did, or why am I filming cars, or why am I filming myself, and now we're here, and it's crazy. I just brought back from the dead my childhood and lifelong dream car, the Tokyo Drift Evo VIII. Like, it's crazy. And it really does go to show, if you're passionate about something, if you love something, you can do it. Guys, if I can do it, you can do it too. Promise, you just have to have that mindset. And I want to drill into you guys, do more. If you want something bad enough, you'll do whatever it takes to get you there, just like we've done. And you know, really just sitting back and realizing what in the hell we just did, that's pretty crazy. It is pretty crazy. We have a long way to go with this car, but this is a giant leap forward. But all right, enough of me getting all sappy with you guys. I just you know, kind of wanted to say that I am extremely grateful and thankful for you guys, you know, watching my videos and supporting. It's because of you guys that we're here, and I really am grateful for everything. But let's take this thing back to the shop and get her ready. We gotta find a tuner.